Yep, take whichever one this is. Yep, just the usual whenever I'm still trying to, well, do this intro over and over again. How's it going, everyone? And welcome, yep, back to another week of surviving Fredbear's Family Diner, or at least a different iteration in some other timeline of Fredbear's Family Diner. And welcome to another Fredbear's Family Diner FNAF Fangame. Yep, calling Five Nights at Freddy's 0. Yep, a real original title of that, but no, that's not fine. I don't really mind all that much. But yeah, all the info I do know of on this game is that, yeah, this is supposedly if Scott had, instead of making FNAF's sister location back in the good old days, or, you know, the classic days of whenever Scott Cawthon was making, you know, his traditional FNAF games, right? Instead, he would have had made, you know, an Origins game, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's 0, as we are taken all the way back into the past, you know, even further than FNAF 4, as we're gonna see how Fredbear's Family Diner looks like in the FNAF lore, and how it all started all the way at the very beginning. But yeah, that's all the basic information of, well, this FNAF game that I do know of, aside from seeing all the usual game page stuff, you know, some brief glimpses of other people's thumbnails on their videos of, you know, who is actually attacking for this said Fredbear's Family Diner FNAF game. Yeah, just got your typical mainstays of a couple of those threats. Some of them are quite shadowy is what... yeah, that's obviously hinting at who else is going to be attacking. And, yeah, instead of, like, any other Fredbear's Family Diner, you know, fan-made models and the like, yeah, instead, I'm going to be attacked, yeah, this Fredbear's Family Diner game utilizes, this is going to be some spoilers for Secret of the Mimic, so if y'all want to go ahead and skip a few seconds forward, then yeah, y'all are free to do just that. But, you know, if some of y'all know, then some of y'all do know. But yeah, if some of y'all recognize this Fredbear's model from anywhere, then yeah, this game utilizes the spring lock prototype suits from Secret of the Mimic, and then just sort of, well, you know, makes them more finished and more, you know, well built up. And so yeah, I'm gonna be hunted down by these, well, same old spring lock suits that were being, you know, created by Murray's Costume Manor, you know, right where we go down into the prototype FNAF 1 location. But for Spring Bonnie, though, I can tell that his design, or, you know, their design received quite an overhaul. So yeah, in this Fredbear's Family Diner game, then, yeah, Spring Bonnie looks quite different in design, right? But yeah, that's all of the information that I do know of. So if I will be attacked by a couple of other Spring Lock goobers, then yeah, I know who I'm probably going to be well, attacked by whenever I get started with this Fredbear's Family Diner fan game. So yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll go ahead and scroll on down just a tad bit of this game page. Yep, not a lot to look at here, but I will go ahead and, well, read off the details here. Just a little game to test making FNAF games in GMS2. So it's like a, well, game-making engine there. So if I go all the way down here, then, yeah, Game Maker Studio, that's what it is. Concept. In an alternate universe, where after FNAF 4, instead of making sister location, Scott Cawthon released a prequel taking place at Fredbear's Family Diner before the events of FNAF 4's story. Credits to, well, yeah, these are all the credits all the way down here. So yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll go ahead and get started with Five Nights at Freddy's 0 then, shall I? But yeah, this is just if Scott Cawthon, instead of making, like, you know, FNAF's sister location, had made, like, a Fredbear's Family Diner origin sort of game. You know, just like a nice prequel to, well, start off the entire FNAF series with, right? But yeah, I'll go ahead and see how close that this feels to an actual classic Scott Cawthon styled made game, because, you know, I am quite interested to see how this Fredbear's Family Diner game is going to be like, and looking like, and playing like. Alright, so here I go, finally launching up Five Nights at Freddy's 0. Oh, this is going to be exciting, just, you know, seeing what actually is going to go down at Fredbear's Family Diner way before the events of, oh, the FNAF franchise. Warning. This game contains flashing lights, loud noises, and lots of jump scares. So, just the typical stuff in any of these FNAF games. Oh, wait, hold on. I do remember one freaking key, maybe, to put this in full screen. Why is it like this? Press Alt-Enter. Oh, Alt-Enter to, well, enter full screen of this FNAF game. So yeah, if any of y'all are prone to that said stuff still, then still be warned. See, if I pressed Alt-Enter, then I can put this game into full screen. So yeah, here we have the main menu for Five Nights at Freddy's 0. Ooh, 2016 Scott Cawthon. Okay, that's really cool. And yeah, that's like around the same year FNAF's sister location was released. So yeah, this really does feel like a traditional Scott Cawthon classic made FNAF game here. So yeah, just seeing Fredbear and Spring Bonnie twitching away in the background of the main menu here. Yep, just a, well, typical thing these animatronics always like to do, but at least they're not twitching around crazily all over the place at light speed. And yeah, this is a very nice, ooh, okay, nice vibing menu OST I'm listening here. So yeah, and even like the text as well, I can see that it's sort of warping. Maybe it's because of the scan lines that are, oh, moving up and down the screen, or just mainly moving down the screen. Oh, so yeah, maybe it's because of all the, well, scan lines and some of the other, well, effects that are on the menu screen making this text sort of look like it's, well, warping a little bit. And so if I do hover over these, well, options here, then I can hear, like, a nice satisfying ding. So yeah, let me go and press new game here. Family Restaurant, help wanted. Family Restaurant, looking for a security guard to work the night shift. Guards will be equipped with a camera system and flashlight for watching over property, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., $150 per week, 155. What does the rest of that phone number say? It is sort of out of my own line of vision. Yeah, I am quite blind in my own peripherals here, since I am, like, quite laser focused on reading only just part of this newspaper here. So yeah, this looks so cool. Just even seeing these, well, prototype Springlock suits in Secret of the Mimic was such a surreal moment. Whenever I was, like, down there initially for the first time, I was baffled. I legit didn't even know what to say. And so whenever I was, like, piloting this Fredbear prototype Springlock suit, or, you know, the prototype Fredbear suit, I lost it. I just had no idea what to even say at all. And so yeah, he looks exactly like his freaking minigame sprite from FNAF 4. Just even like comparing this, well, OG prototype Fredbear Springlock suit to his, you know, FNAF 4 sprite. Yeah, it is heavily identical. Yeah, just a nice little side profile there. And yeah, there we have Spring Bonnie over there, just, well, putting on a nice dramatic pose for the camera. All right, trying to make this photo way more, well, memorable, I see. So yeah, I guess I can go ahead and, well, press on the newspaper and begin with the game. So yeah. Oh! Okay. This feels, cool. So yeah, there we have, like, a spare Springlock animatronic over there. So yeah, I'm in the parts service room. There's, like, an Interior 2 over here. Ooh. Yeah, you can boop the Fredbear bobblehead. Okay, it's the same hot dog from Factory. Black carbonated beverage makes a return. Nice. You can boop the Springlock heads? Okay. That's adorable. You can see the kitchen. Oh, that's the vent cover.
Have a good night and welcome to the team.
Alright, thank you so much, phone guy, for, well, calling up the phone here and leaving a nice message for me to freaking listen to. Alright, so, yeah, I'm camping out in the parts in service room, it looks like. And so, let me just go ahead and see where Fredbear and Spring Bonnie are going off to. Well, they're both still standing on the show stage. That Spring Bonnie design looks so adorable. I love how large their ears are, too. Alright, no one in the ventilation system. Well, at this point, I would have already heard, like, some vent clambering sounds. But no, this really does feel like a classic Scott Cawthon-styled, you know, made FNAF game here. And in one of these rooms, I did see, like, a little prompt. Yeah, reboot power. So, yeah, if the power were to freaking go offline, then I gotta check out the power room, and then reboot said power. Or I could just manually reboot the power on my own if I wanted to. For what reason? Maybe if there was like an animatronic in this room, then maybe I gotta reboot the power, douse this whole place into freaking darkness, and then use the blackout to my advantage, because maybe the animatronics are nearsighted, and so maybe whenever they come in the, well, parts and service room, they'll only see like a wall of void just in their own vision, and so they can just get the heck on out of my parts and service room office. Perfect. And yet the same old, well, bright yellow, well, albeit moldy lockers make a return, I see. Okay, let me just check out the rest of the location here. So I guess for the rest of night one, no activity is gonna freaking be seen. So yeah, for the rest of night one, I can sit back in the office and then just, well, let all this totally clean air hit me in my face so I can, well, breathe in said moldy, clean air. I don't want to be sued by Fazbear Entertainment for talking crap about one of their popular restaurants, you know, Fredbear's Family Diner. Okay. Oh, I heard some footsteps. Those were some, footsteps, sounding footsteps, and so, yep, that means Spring Bonnie is active. Okay, so I'm already halfway done for night one here. Alright. What's going on? Oh my! Okay, that got me. Really now, so, whenever that oh, hi there, Fredbear. That is so cool. You can see, like, his, reflection of his, you know, silvery eyes bouncing off of the wall. Well then, and so he stuffed me into a, well, newly updated Freddy Fazbear suit. Alright, yeah, you look, and so yeah, he stuffed me into a, newly updated, well, Freddy Fazbear design, I see. Yeah, I could, definitely agree. These, well, new designs look, rather creepy. Yeah, that is one thing I can definitely agree with, Edwin for. So, yeah, just being stuffed into another suit. So yeah, I'm guessing, whenever this, well, spare FREDBEAR, you know, animatronic becomes active, then I gotta make sure to stand still, or I can press control to turn on my flashlight. Oh, I see. So I gotta frickin' calm him down with a, quick dose of lumens to his frickin' eyes, huh? Right. So, if I do hear, like, some, you know, beeps in my office, then, yeah, just the, well, spooky freaking screeches ever since FNAF 4, then I gotta make sure to freaking blind this spare Springlock goober in their face, or this spare FREDBEAR animatronic in their face with my good old trusty flashlight. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and move on with the rest of night one and see. Well, yeah, by the time 3 AM does chime, then that means these animatronics are gonna freaking, well, become active, or at least a couple of them are. Spring Bonnie, this spare, FREDBEAR animatronic. Also, who's rolling like a long freaking, steel pipe on the floor? I know that could be someone messing around with any of the kitchen equipment. I guess not. Alright, so, I'll see y'all whenever 3 AM does tick on over. Oh. Or, I guess, these goobers move way earlier than I thought. Yeah, I know that's you, Spring Bonnie. Starting to get off of the show stage. Moving one step closer to my security office, huh? Alright, so where are you at? Yep, just in the middle of the diner. I see you there. Oh, I can't get over how freaking cute you look. Alright. Just don't freaking look at the camera system. I will be staring at you, buddy. If I hear, like, some screeches, then that means you're looking straight into my eyes, and so I gotta blind you real quick, huh? Is this like a prototype, well, animatronic that is also used in, well, those Afton fear experiments in FNAF 4? Because those screechy sounds sound oddly, similar to the ones I heard in FNAF 4 whenever facing off Nightmare Fredbear, or, well, his, doppelganger Nightmare. Okay? I did hear some, movement somewhere else, and that means Spring Bonnie is somewhere else. Where are you? Oh, you're right there. Yeah, I see you all the way over there. So, whenever I do see you in the vent system, then, yeah, I need to close the vent door in your face, and so you can go all the way back to, well, somewhere else. Just anywhere else, and not, nearby my security office. Alright? So there goes the spare Fredbear suit. Or full animatronic. It's not just only an empty suit. Well, the exterior is off, and I could just see the endo there, so... Shoot. Yeah, oh, hear you there, Spring Bonnie. Alright, I need you to go all the way back. Oh my gosh! Out of the vent system for me? And so that's how you deal with Spring Bonnie. No. And, yeah, this spare Fredbear endo. There we go. So for the rest of night 1, I can just sit back and rest easy and, well, only prepare for the rest of this, well, very short week. Alright, yeah, these nights I can definitely see they'll, move on very fast. Alright, let me see here. Yep, Spring Bonnie is about to crawl in the vent system again. No, you don't. I freaking have the door shut in your face. How about you get out of there? Right. And so after, if anyone crawls in the vent and then bangs on the freaking vent door trying to bash it down, then, yeah, the vent door automatically opens back up. Oh, no, you don't. Don't even pay attention to those old steam pipes bellowing out any of that said steam. And just only focus on, well, the active dangers of these animatronics. They're out to kill you as always. Okay. So yeah, Spring Bonnie is back in the reception area. Alright, you can definitely freaking escape the building if you wanted to, but, you know, if you were to do so, then your spring locks would automatically go off if you were to go out of bounds of the premises border. Alright, there you are. You just shut the, well, vent door in your face. Yep, I hear those very faint sounding... oh, shoot. Well, so there's only a finite amount of uses for the vent door. Well, then. So after, like, maybe 2 to 3 times, then... yeah, your vent door ain't usable for the rest of the night you're on. Oh, shoot. Well, for Spring Bonnie, then, what else do I gotta do for her? Well, then. And there goes Fredbear just standing on the show stage still, and yeah, there we go! Night 1 has been finished. Da, 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 and those good old frickin' children cheery sounds. Also make a return ever since FNAF 1. And so yeah, I guess right up next is night 2. Alright, so night 2 is up next. Alright, yeah, this is a pretty cool, simple Fredbear's Family Diner fan game. Also, why did my screen aspect ratio just freaking shift there for a second? Is it because I was, like, messing around with OBS and that did, sorta auto-shift the, well, screen in a way? Alright, well, I guess I'll check on the vent camera so I can, alright, see if Spring Bonnie's crawling around in there. Maybe, maybe after I reset the entire power grid, then does that mean, the vent door is usable again? I guess I can try that out if I wanted to, but for now, though, I will see if anyone's starting to move around. No, you don't. Yeah, get frickin' blinded. You frickin' frick. You unfinished-looking frick. Yeah, you stand right there, or stay right there, in your little timeout corner. Just sit there for the rest of the entire week. I know you'll be sitting there for the rest of this entire week, so, yeah, you frickin', well, stay looking at this checkerboard pattern floor and count all the mold speckles, huh? Okay. So, yeah, Spring Bonnie. Wow, so you are becoming a lot more active, huh? So what about... well, yeah, I did hear Spring Bonnie moving off the show stage. Okay. Yeah, just those same old steam pipes causing a whole lot of echoey noise. Okay, so yeah, Spring Bonnie is about to crawl in the ventilation system. So yeah, after that, I use up all of my vent door closing uses, then I'll reset the power grid and see if I'm able to use my vent door again. Okay, what about Fredbear? I see you on the show stage. Why am I hearing some scary-on noises in the background? Is that the sound of, like, one of the past Spring Lock victims, you know, frickin', well, gasping for air as I could just hear all their, well, sounds bouncing off of the walls. Well, that's, not really great, and, well, that's a morbid thought to think about. No, you don't. You can still sit there. Alright, well, I see you there, Spring Bonnie. How about you go and politely bash your entire body a couple of times against the vent door and, well, back off out of the vent system, please. Oh, shoot. Yeah, nowadays my mouse just likes to lock in place, and so as much as I try to move my mouse, sometimes it does take like a few seconds to register. And so, yeah, after a few seconds later, then the mouse cursor can be movable again. Alright. Yep, Spring Bonnie is... Okay, really? Are these nights gonna go on by real fast? Yeah, it's already 2 a.m. Cool. So, I'll get myself yet another, easy paycheck out of all this, huh? Maybe, oh yeah, $150. Right, so that is gonna be some very easy money I'll earn for myself after this entire week. Yeah, not a lot of activity is going on. Do I need to check up on the power room just in case? Well, no anomalous activity is... Huh? Okay, now I just noticed Spring Bonnie... Okay, really? It's not all that much active now? You were, like, way more active in night 1. Now, as I frickin' said your name, you're getting real hyped to actually, well, think about coming to my office so that you can stuff me into a, Freddy suit, huh? No, you don't. Gonna have to blight you. Can I really, get like a... Oh, that would be a nice idea. Like always, trying to come up with these common sense, well, solutions. What if I got myself a high-powered floodlight and then just trained it on this spare FREDBEAR, endo here so that they can, stay pinned up right there in the corner of the office for the rest of the week? I know it's gonna cost a lot of frickin' power out of, you know, Fazbear Entertainment's budget, but hey, it's all fine. I can just bring my own, well, pocket generator with me so I can power on that, floodlight. Don't have to frickin' cut my own pay thanks to me just using so much power. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't, Spring Bonnie. I see it there in the ventilation system. You... Alright, so what happens if I rebooted the power? Oh, no. Yep, Spring Bonnie moved once. Okay, if you move a second time... Yeah, it does! Alright, good to know, good to know. So, what the... Okay, how are you doing, Shadow Spring Bonnie? Right, so you only attack... Maybe you only attack from the cam system? So whenever you do see Shadow Spring Bonnie, flick down your camera system, and that's how you properly deal with them. Oh, no, you don't. I see you, real Spring Bonnie. Now for... Yeah, there's, of course, going to be a Shadow FREDBEAR in this game. So maybe for him, I gotta make sure to flip up my camera tablet and then flick it back down, and that's how you properly deal with them. Okay, but yeah, that is the only way to get yourself those, well, vent door usages back online. So yeah, if you run out, thanks to Spring Bonnie bashing the, well, vent door a few more times, then yeah, just go ahead and reset the power, and that's how you pretty much get your vent door usages again. Okay, so it's like after 3 times, then, yeah, your vent door just goes offline for the time being. Yep, there we go. Night 2 is done. Da, 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 da. Hey, there we go. Got that, very, crazy RGB effect with, the alarm clock there. So yeah, right up next is Night 3. I'm already at the halfway point of this, well, next frickin' week at this, well... Y'all get the idea. So yeah, I'm already at the halfway point of this, well, next week of surviving at this iteration of Fredbear's Family Diner. Alright, so Night 3 is up next. So, who's gonna be attacking for the next night here? Oh wait, what? There was supposed to be a phone call? Well, I missed the Night 2 phone call. Are you serious?
Hello again. Congratulations on getting to your third shift. Must be woke up by now. I'm only 2 nights away from dinner. Wonder why. Anyways, I don't have much of a script to follow, and I'd rather not ramble on, so this message is going to be way shorter. We've had some complaints from the last guy about some bug in the system. He said something about looking away from it or shining the light on it. I don't know, he seemed to be going a little crazy to me. Also, one last thing I forgot to mention from Monday's message. Fredbear's directly tied to the building's power grid, so if he happens to make his way to the power room, which is connected to parts of the service, rebooting the power should make him go back. Anyways, this should be my last message. Our repair team should be there by Thursday to repair that broken camera in the storage room. I believe it's Cam 6.
That's
anyway,
the only
have a good night.
This one right here. Right, so yeah, this is the storage room camera. So maybe in the next night I could see what's going on with the storage room camera here, and then what the storage room mainly looks like. So yeah, for Fredbear, whenever he presumably goes into the power room, then I need to reset the power. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and reset all the way back to night 1 so I can listen to the phone call for night 2, because, you know, the whole screen shifting thing happened as I, you know, started up a new recording. So yeah, I'll go ahead and, well, get out of the game here. And there we go, I can go back to the title screen. Yeah, let me delete all the data, and there we go. And there we go. I was gonna reset the power grid, but nah, that's all fine. Night 2 is done. A second time, I know. Alright, so I guess I'll move on over with Night 3 next. Alright, so can I get dropped back at the menu here? Alright, so Night 3, let me finally get this night taken care of finally. Okay, really? Now let me go ahead and full screen the game here. Alright, yeah. I'll go ahead and listen to this phone call here again.
Must be a little bit by now. I'm only 2 nights away from payday. Wonder why. Anyways, I don't have much of a script to follow, and I'd rather not ramble on, so this message is going to be way shorter. We've had some complaints from the last guy about some bug in the system. He said something about looking away from it or shining the light on it. I don't know, he seemed to be going a little crazy to me. Also, one last thing I forgot to mention from Monday's message. Fredbear's directly tied to the building's power grid, so if he happens to make his way to the power room, which is connected to parts of the service, rebooting the power should make him go back. Anyways, this should be my last message. Our repair team should be there by Thursday to repair that broken camera in the storage room.
Spring Bonnie, can you just not attack me right now? I'm trying to listen to the freaking phone message right now. Right, so whenever Fredbear is in the power room, then that's whenever I have to reset the power, so we can go all the way back to the show stage. Perfect, so not too bad, not too bad. And speaking of that one guy who was going crazy, what if I go ahead and send you a counter phone message, and then say to you that I saw a shadowy manifestation of Spring Bonnie watching me during the past night, huh? Now, who's going crazy this time, huh? Me, or am I just, well, losing my mind here, huh? I mean, those are like the same exact freaking thing, so... Or I could just be seeing actual freaking ghosts and not just, well, meager hallucinations, huh? Alright, yeah. Let me reboot the power here so I can get my vent door all working in order again. Alright. Now you sit back down there. See, whenever I do see Shadow Fredbear somewhere in my office, then I gotta not look at him, or maybe I need to shine my flashlight in his face and then look away from him. No, you don't. It's Fredbear. Nope, you're not in the power room right now, which is a good thing. Alright, so for the rest of this week, it should just be going on by like a breeze. So yeah, I'll be already at the end of this week in no time, huh? Are you in the power room? No, you're not, Fredbear. Yeah, I'm also thinking about the all-max mode. It's not going to be that bad, since so far for this Fredbear's Family Dire game, it is relatively short so far and easy. So I could just go ahead and keep on flashing you in the face, be real careful of the shadow manifestations of Fredbear and Spring Bonnie popping up every now and then, and yeah, just go ahead and keep on backing out, you know, Spring Bonnie from reaching the vent system, and then Fredbear from messing around with my freaking power. By, you know, I know he will punch out a important fuse box that I need. Alright? I need all the fuse boxes that are in the power room, since, yeah, I need the freaking power to, well, use the vent door with. So, Fredbear, can you not be the destructive type and then freaking play around with the power, and, well, don't electrify yourself? You know, that's like one of the more important life lessons for you to freaking learn from. But no, he's just a, well, An animatronic that just wants to mess around with some electrical equipment. Alright, there we go. I'll go ahead and reset the power. You're not looking at me. Yep, I see that you're still looking at the floor. Spring Bonnie is moving pretty fast, I hear. No, you don't. Yeah, I saw you looking at me. Fredbear is gone. Where is he? Did I just see... Okay, really? I thought I just saw him. Was he in the bathroom area for a split second and right as I switched over to it? Okay, really? Stop. Is Fred... Oh, no, you don't. I need to reboot the power right now. Yep, I saw you in there. You're turning your back away from the fuse boxes, acting like you're not about to mess with them. Right, that's easy. See, whenever I do see Fredbear in the power room, then I gotta reboot the power so that he can take the hint and go all the way back to the show stage. Alright, I see. So that's how you properly deal. Okay, really, with Fredbear. I see you all the way back there. You think you're trying to pull off a classic... Maybe this is where Freddy got inspired by Fredbear's stealthy antics? Oh, hi there. So, yeah, you were in the freaking bathroom camera. Or in the bathroom area for a split second as soon as I switched over to that camera. And, yeah, you just moved somewhere else. Alright, so maybe this will be a little tight spot here. Whenever Spring Bonnie is in the ventilation system. I don't know if whenever I do reboot the power, then that'll automatically open up the vent door. And whenever Spring Bonnie is in there at the same time as I'm rebooting the power, then I don't know if I will be screwed over by Spring Bonnie. Okay. Yeah, the spare Fredbear Endo just now looked at me. Okay, no you don't. Alright, no you don't. Can you freaking stop it, Shadow Spring Bonnie? Or Shadow Spring RWQ FSFSXC? I still don't know how I, well, fully memorized, Shadow Toy Bonnie's full legal name. Yep, there you go. Okay, really? I need to reboot the power here. Not too bad, not too bad. Only got, like, well, 3 more main nights, and I'll be done with the entire work week, aside from a couple of other extra nights of overtime. No, you don't. Alright, don't see you in the ventilation system yet. But now... I do. Okay, the vent camera is weird. Wait, hold on. Is the vent camera, like, the only motion trackable camera? Like, whenever Spring Bonnie is crawling into the ventilation system, then does the camera, like, automatically turn to look at Spring Bonnie crawling in the vent system? Because the vent is, like, a straight shot, you know, to where, roughly where my office is. And I'm looking at the, well, vent render of Spring Bonnie just crawling inside of the vent system, and I'm like, wait... Did he open up, like, another side entrance in the vent system? Like, hold on, I'll go and show y'all what I mean. Or maybe y'all can go and rewind, you know, a bit of this video to, well, take a look at, you know, the before and after of Spring Bonnie crawling through the vent system. Alright, so I guess right up next is Night 4. Alright, so right up next is Night 4. I didn't see the shadow manifestation. Okay, the shadow manifestation of Fredbear anywhere, so... And Spring Bonnie is already on the move. So yeah, if I were to look at... Okay, can you get off of the camera system? Yeah, this is like a straight shot over to... roughly where my office is. So if Spring Bonnie is crawling around in here, then... Is there like a secret, way of... Is there like a secret... route that opens in the vent system? And so, yeah, there's like a corner shot of where Spring Bonnie is. And so maybe the camera footage does move all the way back here. And so this is where Spring Bonnie enters. And so this is right where I'm looking at Spring Bonnie entering the vent system. So, yeah, watch, you know, oh, shoot. Not let my freaking attention slip off of Fredbear. Okay, Spring Bonnie, I see you there sneaking. Right, so watch this. Wait. That was a different camera shot. Wait, huh? Wait, hold on. So, right as I pointed... Wait. Do I hear any, like, murmurs in the distance? Oh, shoot. Yep, that means Fredbear is about to freaking sever off the power, but I reboot the power in your face, so haha, get wrecked. Wait, so is there like 2 different camera vent renders? Wait, huh? Yeah, since that first camera render in the vent system here was like on a corner, and so you can actually see, you know, the rest of the vent way, and then, you know, the entrance to the vent system, Spring Bonnie comes in through. Or is it this corner? And so it would make sense if you could see, like, Spring Bonnie crawling over here, and then the camera's, like, right on that corner, and so you can see, you know, the vent going off into that direction, and then Spring Bonnie crawling in from this direction. I don't know, there's, like, some weird finickiness going on with the vent system, I see. No, you don't. Wait, why do I hear some digitized... Oh! Oh, was that Bub? Do I have to look for where Bub is and then stare at him on the camera system somewhere? Well, dang it. Yeah, I heard like some digital, quiet sort of barking sounds coming from somewhere. Maybe I have to look around on all of these cameras to look for where Bub is. And so I can probably stare at them, and that's how you deal with them. But yeah, they looked very battered up and very withered ever since being shipped over here from MCM, or the burnt down remains of Murray's Costume Manor. Yeah, those... Yeah, the first 3 nights freaking used, like, you know, a different camera render in the vent. Okay, whenever I do hear some sketchy sounds coming from somewhere. Yeah, that's just the spring lock victim, you know, breathing in pain in a safe room that's located somewhere else in this place. Maybe this is where the safe room is. No, you don't. Get frickin' blinded, you spare Fredbear end up. No, you don't. Oh, you really like to be blinded, huh? Okay. Yeah, so there is like 2 different vent renders whenever Spring Bonnie does crawl into the vent system. So maybe the one where he is, or where they are, right here, for example, then this is supposed to be, you know, the vent render for Spring Bonnie this entire time for the game. But for the first 3 nights, you know, there's like an weirder, like, camera vent render of Spring Bonnie that's used. So, yeah, good thing that I freaking pointed that out, huh? Alright, so yeah, Spring Bonnie's about to pull up to the ventilation system, but, you know, during the blackout, then I am worried if Spring Bonnie is gonna crawl into the vent system. Okay, don't hear any digital barkings from anywhere? No, you don't. Yeah, I hear those vent clamoring sounds, Spring Bonnie. Oh, what? What the? I saw Bub. Hi, how you? Shoot. Yep, there goes Fredbear. Gotta turn off the power. Alright, good. Nice, can there, be a light? There we go. Just wanted to know when the power will kick back up online. Alright, yep, there goes Bub. In, this other parts and service room over here. Oh, this is the storage room. No! 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 Get off of the... Oh, shoot. Oh my... Okay. Really? So do I gotta use my flashlight to blind Shadow Spring Bonnie? Alright. Yep, I still keep on thinking about that weird vent camera. Alright, for now, though, let me prioritize my own focus. Oh, that's cool. So there we have Bub over there. Is this, like the old Monty Springlock suit just slumped over on this side of the room? Maybe not. Oh, no, you don't. Right, so this is where the ventilation system links back over to. Oh, yeah, there goes Spring Bonnie just freaking bashing real frantically on the vent door. But for you, do I gotta... No, I don't think I need to cam stall Bub. Or do I? Okay. Yeah, I do see you there still. Sitting real comfortably in the storage room. Right, so this is where they keep some extra old, yeah, Springlock suits that they salvaged from Murray's Costume Manor so that they can refurbish them or, you know, repair them a little bit so that they can potentially be used for the future FREDBEAR'S Family Diner. Just being some character additions to the band. Alright, instead of just the iconic golden duo. Oh, shoot, yep, I saw Bub standing up. No, you don't. I need to reboot the freaking power grid for now. No? Stop. Where are you? Where are you? Bub, where are you? Oh my! Okay. Well, there I go, getting killed by Bub. Are you serious? Do I have to reboot the power grid whenever I hear those barks? I don't know. I'm guessing at this point, as I always do. Bub, what the frick is your problem, huh? Do I need to give you, like, a few doggy biscuits or a giant bone so that you can frick off? If you look down, there's, like, a bone-shaped, that's totally a real bone that you can eat. Or probably munch on for... Okay, really? For the rest of this week, so that you won't get, mad at me. Okay, so you are still there. No, you don't. Alright, you're not that much of a freaking issue at all anymore. I can just, keep my eyes glued onto you. Alright, cool. Yeah, I do hear Spring Bonnie running around. Don't have to worry about rebooting the power for now. I mean, yeah, Fredbear is in the restroom area, so that's, like, probably one of the final zones until he does go over to the power room. And attempts to, well, punch right through the fuse box and then rip out all the fuses with such sheer animatronic strength that I am still surprised by every single dang time. No, you don't. Okay, like, what was Edwin Murray freaking doing with these animatronics here? Like, for real, dude. Like, what? Oh, shoot. That is... Oh, no. I need Spring Bonnie to knock on the vent door. There we go. Perfect timing. Very nice. Yep, I saw you there, Fredbear. Just... Oh, my... Huh? Wait, what? Okay. I see. Bob is becoming a little bit of a, well, pain in my backside. Oh, no, you don't. Shoot. Are you here? No! My gosh! Oh! You have to turn and look all the way over to the left of the office. I see. So whenever you hear those barks, then look all the way to the left side of the office. No, you freaking don't. You spare Fredbear endo you. Then Bub is just chilling right there, and so you gotta stare at them for only just a couple of seconds. And so they'll be, intimidated, so they can just go all the way back to the storage area and sit there like the good doggy they are. Yep, I see you, Fredbear. No, you don't. I will reboot the power. If Spring Bonnie crawls in the vent system, I'm screwed. Keep looking over to my left. Don't see Bub anywhere. No! No, you don't! Holy crap. No. You sit there. Okay. Yep, things are definitely gonna get way more real for the latter part of the week. Alright. Is Bub gone? Really? Oh, shoot. I need to look on my left. No, you don't, Bub. That is so cool. So, yeah, Bub just quietly teleports into the parts and service room and then just camps there for a few seconds in the left corner, so you have to stare at them for only just a couple of seconds. No, you don't. I see you there, Spring Bonnie. Okay, I just gotta pay attention to morph my own surroundings. Are you for real? Alright, I am looking on my left side there. Shoot. I see you there. Right, so you can also be fended off in the darkness. Cool. So yeah, regardless if you're rebooting the power, then you can still stare at Bub, even if the entire power grid has shut off. Nice. Yeah, not too bad. Now I do know how Bub works in this game. Now for Monty, if he is going to be attacking in this game, then what do I got to do for him? No, you don't. I never can see it there, Spring Bonnie. How about you, well, pitter-patter all the way back to the show stage, where you need to stay at for the most part. Not like these animatronics always need to, well, freaking still stay at for the rest of the, wait, oh, no, you don't. Or forever, really. Yeah, Bub's there. I see it there. Oh, shoot. No, that's just a loud exhale from one of the spring lock victims. I hear you all the way back there in the safe room. Can you please keep it down? Oh, shoot. What the heck is going on? Wait, what the? Oh my! That is so funny. So after Fredbear bites you, then the same crunch from, you know, FNAF 4 is heard. Alright, well, okay then. So for the rest of this week, it ain't that bad at all. Yeah, Spring Bonnie's about to pull up in the vent system any second now. Yeah, there goes Bub. don't. Yeah, I see, bub. And they're about to exit this storage room any second now. No, you want to. Yep, you're get real close to the exit there. I will reboot the power. Hey, how you doing, bub? Maybe for Monty, I gotta do the, well, maybe a similar thing for him as well, where I only gotta stare at him for a couple of seconds like Bub, and so he can also get out of my security parts and service room. No, you don't. Now for Fredbear. He's in the kitchen. No. You stop. No, you don't, Spring Bonnie. I freaking hear you climbing in the vent system. Hi! No! No, you stop. Wait, what? Bob is about to attack again. No. Ah, get ready. You just only have to give him a side-eye glance for a millisecond, and they freaking back out. No, you don't. Only got 2 more hours left. Yep, Spring Bonnie is... Is that a floating paper ball? Yeah, I see... Like, there's a shadow of this paper ball just being casted on the desk. I can't believe I got myself anti-gravitational paper balls. What the frick is the material of these paper balls made of? Not only just paper, but some of that spectral paper. No, you don't. Where's Fredbear? No. Not you, spare Fredbear Endo. I'm talking about the real Fredbear out in the building. In the kitchen again, huh? Alright. What about Bub? No. Yep, you're here. Get out of here. Alright, need to reboot the power. If Spring Bonnie crawls in the freaking vent system as I reboot the power. Okay, no. No. You stop. Can you stop it? There you are. Oh, right as I shut the vent door in his face. Haha, get wrecked. Okay. Yeah, this is a very fun Fredbear's Family Diner fan game so far. Alright. Just got a nice, handle of things. All these goobers have some very, nice and simple mechanics. No, you don't. Fredbear Endo. Nah, that was... Spring Bonnie in the vent system. Stop. How about no? Okay, is Fredbear here? No, but I will reboot the power. No. Alright. Good thing the camera tablet auto-closes whenever you reboot the power. And there we go! Night 4 has been finished. Alright, so I wonder, is the Monty Springlock animatronic gonna be in the game here? And if so, then I wonder how they're gonna be like. So I guess right up next is Night 5. Alright, so Night 5, here I go. Alright, so will I get myself a mysterious haunting phone message? I guess not for now. Oh, no, you don't. Alright, we'll go ahead and train my focus on the vent camera here. No, you don't. However, is anyone else gonna move? No. You stand down. You don't look at me anymore. Look at that nice, clean checkerboard floor. Oh, yep, Bub's about to make their next move. No, you don't. Did they bark? No, I didn't hear anything. No, you don't. Alright, so maybe for the rest of Night 5, I'll probably lock in a bit more. For Monty, though, I don't know if he's actually in the game. No, you don't. Is Shadow Fredbear not even here? And it's only all the goobers I'm dealing with, you know, that I've been dealing with for, like, the past few nights? Are these goobers all, facing off for the rest of the game? If so, then nice. Okay. I don't see Fredbear in the power room about to, well, punch out any of those available fuse boxes he sees. Okay. No, you don't. Ooh, this is a really fun game, though. I just only had to do this little circular motion. 5, 6, 7. And flash the Fredbear Endo. Alright, so far, a very easy process. No, you don't. I swear, if Monty makes, like, a surprise appearance, and he jump scares me, then that'll be funny, not gonna lie. To actually learn Monty is in this game. Okay, no. You stop. No, you don't. Spring Bonnie, I need you to knock on the vent door in case of... Oh, shoot, I need to look on my left. There we go. Yep, that's Fredbear. I need to go ahead and shut off the power for just only a few seconds here. Yeah, come on. Only 4 more hours left. Holy crap. Yeah, this entire week. It's just yet another short one, huh? Okay. Nope, Spring Bonnie, I didn't even hear any faint vent sounds yet. Oh, crap. There we go. So yeah, Bub is still chilling in the storage room. How about I go ahead and freaking bolt you down in there? Oh, crap. A freaking mouse. Can my mouse move? Yeah, see? That? No! Spring Bonnie! Dude, mouse, I swear. Dude, my mouse is sabotaging me. Dude, mouse, I swear. Mouse. Don't look on the left. Bro, my mouse is trying to kill me. Oh, shoot. I'm dead. Really? My mouse really just had to freaking sabotage me like that? Yeah. After a while, at some point, I definitely am getting myself a new mouse for sure. Since, yeah, that same exact thing kept on happening before, where my mouse just randomly freezes in place. And so I am moving my said mouse on my mouse pad. Just, yeah, see what I mean? Y'all can hear all those mouse scraping sounds, and yeah, that was awkward. Right, I guess I'll go ahead and restart night 5 here. Hopefully my mouse cursor doesn't lock in place on one part of the screen. Alright, back on night 5, so I might just go ahead and lock in just a little bit more here. Yeah, I do see you right there, you frickin' Fredbear Endo. Alright, I hope that my mouse doesn't backstab me again. Yeah, see, whenever I first noticed that, I was really worried about, what if I was, like, doing another potential, difficult all-max mode in the future, or maybe just, some other real intensive night. And so whenever, I'm thinking about if my mouse locks into place in the middle of the screen somewhere, then, yeah, not only, the animatronics are gonna frickin' screw me over, then so is my own mouse. So, yeah, whenever I'm, like, returning to some other prior all-max modes I'm still on, or playing some other intense FNAF games in the future, then, yeah, I'm at risk of my own mouse just freaking soft locking me in place. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, see a Spring Bonnie bonked on the door. Pretty cool. No, you don't. Yeah, you stay right where I can see you. Yeah, keep watch on the freaking mold growth on the checkerboard floor and see how much has been collected so far. Okay. Yep, there goes Bub staring at me in the, well, storage room area. Oh, no, you don't. You freaking hear those vent sounds. Alright, pretty cool. Oh, shoot, my vent door is offline. I'll be looking at the left. Will I be seeing Bub, like, just popping in on the left of the office? Or no? Oh, you were ready to freaking watch me as the power turn back on. Okay, cool. So fun. Bub really doesn't want to be stared at. Well, how about screw and you? And screw off back to the storage room. Cool. Alright, I know that Spring Bonnie wants to crawl in the vent system. Fredbear, I don't see him in the power room. Oh, no, you don't. I know that you see me. Fredbear Endo? Okay. No. No activity in the vent system. I'll go and watch my 6 in the office. No. You stay away from me. Shadow Spring Bonnie. There we go. Oh, I did actually hear Fredbear faintly laughed during the, well, small bit of chaos. Alright, well, good thing I caught you right there in the power room. No? How about Bub? No? Just want to do a, proprietary office check. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm hearing, like, some other phone message playing off somewhere in the distance. No. Okay. No, you don't. No, I hear you, Fredbear. But Spring Bonnie, though, don't you even think about crawling in the vent system, because I will freaking shut it on your torso, splitting you in half. Alright, that'll be a nice little consequence for your intruding on. Oh, shoot. There we go. There goes Spring Bonnie. Just have to close the vent cover ASAP. Oh, shoot. Yep, Bubba's here. It's so funny. Like, where else do you even go off to, huh? Is there, like, a secret entrance, to the back left behind me somewhere in the office that you take? If so, then can you please show me that after the end of this, entire short week? No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. That's Fredbear. Oh, crap. Is Spring Bonnie in the vent system? I saw the screen static up in the vent camera. No. You go away. Okay. Those are definitely some real intense times. Okay. No. Only 2 more hours left. Fredbear's not in this power room. I keep on wanting to say storage room, but, you know, my brain likes to be scattered. Okay. Yeah, is that like a phone message? I hear some faint murmurs in the background. No. No, you don't. Come on, I need to hear your... No. There we go. Shoot. Can I... Wait, what? Did I just bug out the game somehow? Right as I shut off the power, I flipped up the camera... Oh. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I don't know if that could have been a bug. No, you don't. I think it was Spring Bonnie. Did I? Yeah, I just dealt with bugged. Yeah, don't you worry. I still remember y'all. Okay. Yeah, I'm like so hunched over my desk here. Fredbear's not in the power room. Oh, shoot. I just lifted up my camera tablet. As you looked at me at the same time, you Fredbear Endo. No. You stop. No. Shoot, I need to close off the vent system. I don't see Fredbear in the power room. Shoot, he's in the kitchen now. I'll be doing this now. Turn off the freaking power so I can have an ability to use my vent door again. Okay, there we go. Alright, nice. I don't see Spring Bonnie staring at me real creepily in the vent. No. Oh, shoot. That is the Fredbear man. You can have the power turned off in your face. That would be really funny if I heard like a loud thud, and that meant Fredbear tripped over. Wait, what? Oh, shoot. Is Spring Bonnie the... Yes, it... Oh, my... That was pixel perfect. Very nice timing with that freaking vent close. Okay. I need 6... And he immediately looked back down whenever 6 a.m. chimed, too. I saw that at the last millisecond. There we go. Night 5 is done. That means night 6 is right up next, and I can get myself a nice 50 cents worth of bonus overtime pay. So I paid to the order of Linda Walton, $150, February 15th, 1980, valued employee from Fazbear Entertainment. I got myself a nice peaceful music box melody just playing in the background. And yep, look at that. I got myself the first golden star right on the menu. So I'll be going on ahead. Okay, well, my bad for scuffing that up. Alright, so I'll go on ahead and check out the extras here. Starting off with all the animatronics. I can use the left and right arrows to, well, navigate the extras here, or look at all the models. And so yeah, I can use the left or right arrows to navigate and take a look at all these models. Starting off with Fredbear. Spring Bonnie, you're freaking adorable. I love this version of Spring Bonnie so much. Shadow Spring Bonnie, or Shadow Spring RWQ FSFU6C. And yeah, I don't see any like joints that are connecting the parts of your exosuit. Alright, so you're just only being silly powered by that, you know, shadowy spiritual power, huh? And so here we have the spare Fredbear endoskeleton and the remains of Bub. And that's pretty much it for all the animatronics in this game. So right up next are the jump scares, so brace for those in 3, 2, 1. And, alright, so it's only just showing off the jump scare animation. So there we have Fredbear, Spring Bonnie, as he's also just chopping off our frontal lobe, Spring Bonnie in the frickin' dark, the Fredbear endoskeleton, Shadow Spring Bonnie, or Shadow Spring RWQ FSFU6C, and also, yeah, I just freaking want to also point out, yeah, nice A-posing formation, by the way, bud. Alright, so let me just go back to where I last was off here. And so, yeah, there we have Bub's jump scare. And so that's really cool. Shadow Spring Bonnie's, or Shadow Spring RWQ FSFE6C's, you know, eyes just shrink whenever, you know, more of their jump scare plays. So, yeah, right up next is the Stupid Knight. So, is this like the Knight 6 equivalent of this game? So, yeah, I guess the Stupid Knight is next. Alright, so the Stupid Knight. Oh. Is next here? Stupid Knight is exactly what it sounds like. It's stupid. It's a harder 2020 Knight that removes nearly all of the AI restrictions that keep the game balanced. I don't know if it's even possible. Well, this FREDBEAR'S Family Diner fan game has been out for quite some time, so yeah, obviously someone else might have already beaten the Stupid Knight here. So I will go ahead and focus on that after the all max mode here. And even, okay, they're also still called RWQ FSFE6C. So it's not only just Shadow Spring Bonnie, it's just, you know, the same old Shadow Bonnie, well, manifestation that we all know and loved ever since FNAF 2. So yeah, here we have the custom night of this entire game. So do I have to use the arrow keys in order to, well, change up these AI aggressions here? Or maybe the mouse wheel? Anything really? Alright, so this will take me a bit of time to figure this out here. So I'm not going to press beacon all the way down here. Yeah, can I just say how much of a vibe this background music is? Very nice. And I can see, you know, the main dining area in the background too, which is pretty cool. Custom night, anything really? Oh, wait. Oh, it is the scroll wheel. I see. So you have to put your mouse in the middle of these icons and then scroll your wheel upwards. And there you go. You can alter the aggressions of all these goobers. So here we have the normal all max mode for this game here. Alright, so let me go ahead and get started with this base custom night all max mode here. So yeah, it has been a while since I, oh shoot, had done an all max mode before. Okay, but yeah, I have to lock in so harder on the game here. I don't know, this might not be as bad. Is Bub looking at me? No, you're not. But yeah, what about FREDBEAR and Spring Bonnie just doing that whole bottleneck sort of strat, where if I shut off the power, then Spring Bonnie might already be in the vent system? Oh shit, I need to look at you. Alright, or maybe this is not as bad as I thought it's going to be. No, you don't. Is FREDBEAR here? No, I don't see you. So I will go ahead and just focus on the actual gameplay here. And yeah, the custom night is the Knight 6 of this game. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh yeah, and technically I'll get myself infinite vent door usages. Since, yeah, all these goobers are on their fullest aggression. And I can just keep on reset the power if FREDBEAR were to show up more in the power room. Now, is who I think is... No! I was gonna... Okay, I was gonna flash my flashlight in your face, you frickin' FREDBEAR Endo. Shoot! I'm dead. Spring Bonnie's gonna kill me. I just shut the vent door in his face a second too late. I'm dead. Frick, I'm dead. Yeah, there's no way. I was trying to frickin' find the vent camera so I could shut the vent door in Spring Bonnie's face. Okay, yeah, I was trying to flip down the camera tablet, but then... Yeah, it's a very, yeah, it's a very bit finicky with the camera tablet, since whenever I'm trying to, like, flip it up just to, well, deal with Spring Bonnie or FREDBEAR, sometimes the camera tablet tab on the bottom just doesn't want to freaking register showing up half of the time, and so I just had to, well, readjust myself and move my mouse away from the, well, bottom of the screen so that, you know, the bottom tab could show up again. But yeah, I was trying to flip it down, and then all of a sudden I got myself freaking murked by, you know, the freaking FREDBEAR spare endoskeleton. Okay. Really, Spring Bonnie? You should have freaking not. Well, hi there, bub. Yeah. I guess you just want to move some room for Fredbear, just in case if my gray matter flies all over you. You just want to step out of the way because of that. I see. I'm dead. Really? Got some good RNG. Totally. And there we go. I finished off the base all max mode for this game. That wasn't too bad, actually. You just needed to get yourself some good RNG with when Spring Bonnie or Fredbear are gonna attack. Also, what is going on here? Can my freaking game just go into full screen mode, please? Alright, so... Alright, I don't know where in the heck I am. I can still use my flashlight. Oh, I'm back in the FNAF 4. This is the eyes of the crying child here. Uh-huh. I hear you, Nightmare Fredbear. Do I just gotta keep on turning off and on my flashlight? Yep, there goes all my only friends. And yep, the Foxy plushie still has no head. Okay. Oh, what did he do this time? Oh. And there I go, getting the second star right on the menu for finishing up the base all max mode. So yeah, right up next, and certainly for last here, is the Stupid Night. So yeah, this is pretty much like a buffed up version of the base all max mode of the game. So yeah, it's a harder all max mode, and yeah, I can see that there's only 4 20s there, and I don't know if you're also not going to include a 5th 20, because y'all know who is also in the game as well, RWQ FSW6C themselves. So yeah, technically, it's a harder 520 all max mode night that removes nearly all the AI restrictions that keep the game balanced. I don't know if it's even possible. So yeah, I will go ahead and try out a couple of shots of the Stupid Night and see if I can actually, you know, finish up this final night here. Which, yeah, it will take me some time, and I will ultimately get this all done. Hopefully, anyways. Alright, let's see how just stupid this Stupid Night is gonna be here. Stupid Night, good luck. Oh shoot, so these guys are all gonna be going at insane speeds, huh? Alright, well, I will go ahead and lock in a bit more so I can see how much progress I'm gonna get. Oh my! There's no way. Holy crap, I heard those vent clambering sounds. I was gonna shut the vent door in your face, but now I got myself insta-killed by Spring Bonnie. I didn't even have a chance to frickin' see him in the cam system, and, well, there I go. Getting myself killed by a light-speed yellow rabbit. Alright, so I will be a little bit more locked in. I didn't even hear Fredbear laugh! Excuse me? There's no shot! I didn't even hear him laugh, so I gotta check all the cameras very quickly, I see. Oh, okay. So apparently the Stupid Night is broken? So after 1 a.m., then the entire night itself just frickin' breaks on itself. So after that I do reach 1 a.m., then I should hopefully be fine for like the rest of the night. Kinda feel bad for that Stupid Night just being so stupid enough that it broke itself after a certain time. So I'll go ahead and throw myself some more, you know, tries at the Stupid Night and, well, see what happens. No freaking way! I didn't see you! Now, I'm running that back. What the hell was that? I freaking didn't even see you in there, Fredbear. Yeah, let me go and rewatch that clip. Wow. Dude, hold on. Let me go ahead and rewind a little bit. He's not there. Not there. He was probably there. No freaking way. Right as I flipped down the camera monitor at the last time. Are you for real? Didn't even see you in there. Alright, go ahead and shut up for me, past me. Yeah, I didn't even see Fredbear in the freaking power room for that final millisecond. He just showed up there after I didn't even, like, watch the power room for that one final second, and so he just decided to do a little quickie and then punch out the freaking power boxes. Uh-huh. Yeah, I could definitely see how this is impossible. That's crazy. Yep, all of the animatronics had frozen in place. So for the rest of the night, they're all not gonna attack anymore. So I'll go ahead and keep on recording for if something else were to happen. So yeah, I'll go ahead and see y'all at the very end of, well, the broken stupid night. So yeah, in case if one of these goobers flicks their necks right at my face to look at me, right at the last second as I flip up my camera tablet, or if Spring Bonnie's gonna light speed just crawl through in my ventilation system, then I'll make sure to have that on footage. So, alright, let me go ahead and mute myself now. And yeah, there we go. The broken stupid night had, well, finished off, even though the night itself was, broken. So, yeah, the dev actually did, leave a comment on one, someone else's video, and so, yeah, they actually did say they were gonna fix up the stupid night at some other later point, but yeah, here we have a little wholesome note left behind by the dev. So you actually beat stupid night. You could put beat in air quotes. Either that or you cheated and somehow force loaded this room. To be honest, I never play tested this night, and as far as I'm aware, it's impossible, but you managed to get through the jank by sitting here and doing nothing and reading this freaking conveniently placed newspaper that was left behind by the previous night guard. Sadly, I couldn't think of a proper reward or ending for doing this, besides getting the final star on the menu. Getting the final star on the menu. Just put all this in air quotes. So I'll just say thank you for playing this little test game I made. Hopefully I'll use the skills I learned from making this on a bigger project. Yeah, good luck to you, to the dev of this game for your future projects that you make, man, because this was a really pretty, cool freaking Fredbear's Family Diner FNAF Fangame. Look at that. This is what the final star looks like on the menu if you were to hypothetically beat the stupid night without it out-stupiding itself. I don't know if that freaking is a word, out-stupiding. But yeah, there we have the final third purple star on the menu, and that's what you would get for legitimately finishing up the stupid night. And yeah, I guess that was pretty much all it for Five Nights at Freddy's 0. So, I guess that was pretty much all it for Five Nights at Freddy's 0. Yeah, just a really nice, short, and simple Fredbear's Family Diner, a FNAF fan game that I really did enjoy myself. All of the animatronics had some very, very simple mechanics. Just black out Spring Bonnie from crawling into the vent system, along with keeping out Fredbear from the power room by shutting off the entire power grid to the place. And even look to your left and see Bub over there just chilling, and just send them all the way back with one side-eye glance, and then even just flicker your flashlight just occasionally just to frickin' simmer down that spare Fredbear endoskeleton just sitting in your parts and service office room. And yeah, RWQ FSFA6C only pops up on the camera tablet occasionally, but if you do stare at him for far too long, then he does manifest in your office, and so maybe you have to frickin' flash him in the face and then just look away from him. And so that's how you potentially deal with him that other way, but I kept on top of RWQ FSFA6C by just not freaking staring at him for far too much on the cameras. But yeah. And yeah, the rest of the game was just very short and not even too bad at all. And I just had to say, you know, this game really did capture that classic FNAF game, you know, Scott Cawthon era really nicely with the visuals, you know, the animatronics themselves, and just even like reutilizing these spring lock animatronics, or, you know, yeah, the Fredbear, Bub, and even, there was like no one else. It was just only those two suits that were repurposed from Secret of the Mimic, and so I thought that was a really nice way to, you know, reutilize them for this Fredbear's Family Diner FNAF Fangame here. And even like Spring Bonnie just looked super freaking adorable, and RWQ FSFA6C is just being themselves. And yeah, I really did enjoy this game quite a whole lot myself, and yeah, I don't really know what else to freaking say aside from this was yet another real bite-sized FREDBEAR'S Family Diner FNAF fan game that I, well, really wanted to play through for quite some time, and I really am happy for getting this out of the way. And yeah, Michael Animations, for this being like a little side test game that you were making in Click Team here, I thought this was a really nice, well, super short game that yeah, everything just worked very nicely, aside from, you know, experiencing just a couple of minor bugs. You know, the stupid night, you know, animatronic stalling bug at 1 a.m. has been already freaking, you know, well addressed over and over, and even with, you know, the camera system is a little bit finicky with trying to pull up the camera tablet. It was a little bit iffy with trying to, you know, flip up and down the camera tablet because, you know, the little tab at the bottom just wouldn't show up, and so you have to like move your mouse somewhere, you know, away from the bottom of the screen just for that to show up again. But yeah, if you're trying to like flip up and down the camera tablet in a very fast pace, then yeah, sometimes that small tab will just not even show up, and so you just have to move your mouse cursor somewhere else. And yeah, it was a little bit finicky with trying to freaking quickly deal with Spring Bonnie or even Fredbear whenever he was like chilling in the power room. And so yeah, aside from just only a couple minor it's that's like the best that I can you know, describe it, or just you know, a couple of minor iffies here and there with the game, I still thought this was a nice little short experience that I did enjoy quite a whole lot myself. So yeah, yet another real peak short FREDBEAR'S Family Diner FNAF fan game. And yeah, Michael Animations, I thought you did a nice little job making this game here. So if anyone has enjoyed this entire one-off short video as I've played through the entirety of, well, Five Nights at Freddy's 0, or, you know, this FNAF fan game that's called, well, or this FREDBEAR'S Family Diner FNAF fan game even, that's just called Five Nights at Freddy's 0, then y'all know what to do down there. Since all of your amazing like, comment, and definitely subscribe if y'all haven't already, and hit that bell to be notified of all my future content and streams, because I do sometimes stream on the channel. And that's about it. So I'll see you all in the next video or stream. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and yeah, see y'all